Hello and welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. On this particular cricket show, we will look at the Lord's Test match on the second day, and definitely this Investec Test Series decider is poised towards a fantastic result. And right now, I can say that England definitely on a bit of an ascendant, no doubt about it, as today, the Englishmen put up, they were all out for 194 with a 5 wicket bag for Kemar Roche, and Ben Stokes became the only batsman in this particular test match in 2 days to reach a 50. And for West Indies, it was Kieran Powell who came very close with an innings of 45, and James Anderson went on to pick up his 500th wicket in Test cricket when he locked the middle stump of Craig Brathwaite. So that is something. So West Indies currently were 93 for 3 at close of play, and they were 22 runs ahead in the second innings. So basically, there's only 17 wickets to go in 3 days, and one knows that this match is definitely heading towards a real decider result, no doubt about it. So I'll be talking about that. And the Caribbean Premier League, the finals have been decided. I mean, the Patriots, who have already reached the finals, will be taking on the Guyana Amazon Warriors, as the Guyana Amazon Warriors yesterday beat the Trinbago. Sorry, I'm extremely sorry about it. In fact, the Guyana Amazon Warriors were out. It was the Trinbago Knight Riders who actually beat the Guyana Amazon Warriors and reached the final clash with the Patriots, that is Chris Gale's team, in the finals, which will be happening tomorrow. I'll be talking about that match as well. And also we have a look at some cricket news, but I will be starting off with the game between England and West Indies. So day 2, and let's see what happened. So Ben Stokes was there along with David Mallon, but David Mallon played a few, was dispatched pretty early by Kemar Roche, as he got David Mallon to edge one to the hands of Dowditch behind the stumps. He was gone for 23 boundaries, and then there was a rain interruption which happened with Ben Stokes in the middle. Jonathan Barristow joined him, and as we know, this pair of Ben Stokes and Jonathan Barristow is a very, very powerful pair, which really gets runs at a very quick clip. I wouldn't say they did it to a nicety today, but definitely you would be seeing the momentum of scoring would have definitely increased, and that's what precisely happened. And the next wicket to go was John Barton. Now this was very well done by Kemar Roche. Kemar Roche kept on testing Jonathan Barristow outside the off stump, and there were a few LBW appeals as well. But then finally, what a delivery from Kemar Roche, coming wide of the crease and slipping in a beautiful delivery, a deep in swinger, which had Jonathan Barristow LBW for 21 with 3 boundaries. Moeen Ali contributed 3 runs. Toby Rowland-Jones made 13. Holder took care of Toby Rowland-Jones for 13, and Ben Stokes needed some company. And before that, Ben Stokes was also out. Ben Stokes, as I said, became the first batsman in this particular test match to get to a 50, as he reached 60 with 10 fours. Now this was an interesting one. Gabriel had bowled to Sharon Gabriel had bowled to Ben Stokes, and the appeal was turned down for an LBW. And Gabriel really let one really rip. I mean, after that, we saw Gabriel really bowl a real ripper to Ben Stokes, and Ben Stokes was absolutely. Gabriel bowled a delivery which was really, really pacey, and it actually crashed through the defenses of Ben Stokes, as Ben Stokes was out for 60 with 10 boundaries. And Broad did a bit of, Broad had a very tough time at the crease, no doubt. He was peppered with some short stuff, but then he got over it and finally collected 38 runs with 4 fours and 2 sixes. Anderson was not out on 8, and the West Indies in England, I thought West Indies bowlers did a good job, as they got the England innings all out for 194 with Kemar Roche, after making a comeback into the West Indies team, finally taking his first 5-wicket haul after his comeback, as he bowled 24 overs, 8 maidens, 70 runs and 5 wickets. And I think this is the best thing to happen for West Indies cricket, is of Kemar Roach bowling excellently at the top, and he has been the strike bowler, and one would like to see him continue that. And then Shannon Gabriel, 15 overs, 164. Jason Holder added up 2 wickets more to his tally, 13.5 overs, 1 maiden, 54 runs and 4 wickets. So 72 runs. So the lead was taken, which was basically 71 runs lead was taken, and West Indies came out to bat. West Indies came out to bat in the second innings, and what a wicket. I mean, James Anderson, who was hunting for his 500th wicket, got it there. He became the third pace bowler in Test history, and also the 6th in international cricket history to have taken 500 wickets in Test cricket. And what a bowler, James Anderson. I mean, what a swing bowler, what a wonderful bowler he is. As what a wicket. I mean, he took the wicket in a wonderful fashion, as he went through the defenses of Craig Brathwaite, who is normally a very, very technically perfect player. But Anderson actually got a ball really nipping in swinger, as Brathwaite was totally taken aback with the ball. With that came back very, very sharply and picked up the middle stump of Craig Brathwaite. So Craig Brathwaite has gone clean ball by Anderson before the early breakthrough was provided by James Anderson. Kieron Powell was joined in by Kyle Hope. Now Kyle Hope, as you know, is continuing to struggle in this series. He has not been able to get even 150 in this entire series, and it was Broad who actually got him LBW for 1. So 2 wickets were gone pretty quickly, and the West Indies did not have a good start. They were reduced to 21 for 2. Kieron Powell was looking good at the crease. He was playing some nice strokes as well, hitting a few good boundaries as Shai Hope joined in. And then both, as you know, Kieron Powell and Shai Hope, who have been always doing the hard work for the West Indies. Right from the test that they won, I thought Shai Hope and Kieron Powell form a good combination. They really buckled themselves down and really played in the right manner to actually chisel together a partnership of 48 odd runs, which that happened. And then James Anderson, coming back onto his second spell, went on to disturb the timber of Kieron Powell after he made 45 with 8 boundaries. And at close of play, Shai Hope was not out on 35. Roston Chase was not out on 35 with 6 boundaries for Shai Hope, looking very confident at the crease. Roston Chase was not on 3, as the West Indies ended the day 2 at 93 for 3, essentially having wiped off the lead. They were just 22 runs ahead. There's still some batting to come, no doubt about it, but it's not an easy pitch to bat on. And as I said, the result is definitely on the cards. It's just a matter of time, I suppose. I wouldn't be even surprised if the match gets over tomorrow. Such is the state of the game right now. James Anderson, what a bowler. 501 wickets now in his tally in Test cricket. 9 overs, 2 maidens, 17 runs and 2 wickets, bowled splendidly, I thought. Broad finally got amongst the wickets. 8 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 25. Toby Rowland-Jones, 2 maidens, none for 17. Ben Stokes, 8 overs, 2 maidens, none for 29. So that is a very, so as I said, this match tomorrow would be a very, very interesting day in the decider on the third test match on the third day's play at the Lord's Cricket Ground. So that is as far as that particular match is concerned. Now let's leave from here and talk about the Caribbean Premier League match that happened yesterday. And this was a match which was a very important match, which was played between Guyana Amazon Warriors and the Trinbago Knight Riders. And it was Trinbago Knight Riders who beat the Guyana Amazon Warriors by 6 wickets to reach the finals of CPL 2017, where they will be meeting the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, led by none other than Captain Chris Gale. So Guyana Amazon Warriors were the ones who batted first. Walton, as usual, did his job. He scored 37 of 31 deliveries with 3 sixes in that, no boundaries. Sohail Tanvir was the first to go. He was out very, very early. He was LBW bowled Nareen for 8 with 1 boundary. Luke Ronke contributed 23 of 21 deliveries, 2 fours. Dan Bravo showed some real sleight of hand here as he picked up the wicket. What a marvelous delivery Dwayne Bravo bowled to actually get rid of Luke Ronke, which was a big wicket too. Jason Mohammed was out for 10 to the bowling of Searles. Gajanan Singh was bowled by Beaton for 39. He was the one who gave a bit of impetus to the innings. Primus contributed a quick fire 35, 80 and unbeaten 35, quick fire 35 of just 18 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 6. Fudarian was out for not. Emmet not out on not, 159 for 6 on the board for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Beaton at 2 for 30, none for 30 for Christian. Cooper 2 overs, none for 18. Sunil Nareen got amongst the wickets, 2 for 21 for him. Bravo 3 overs, 1 for 18. Yasir Shah, who was actually playing for the Trinbago Knight Riders in the place of Shadab Khan, was flown back to Pakistan. 2 overs, no made, and none for 21. Could not claim any wicket. He was a bit costly as well. It's understandable. Trinbago Knight Riders were given a target of 160, but they lost Sunil Nareen of the very first ball of the Trinbago Knight Riders innings when he was clean. He was LBW bowled Sohail Tanvir, a very good Yorker from Sohail Tanvir, which had Sunil Nareen coming down, and he was LBW for not as it hit his back foot. After that, Hamza Tariq was given an opportunity. Hamza Tariq is a player from Canada, and he also could not do much. He just made 10 runs of 13 dubs, 1 4. He was gone, and the score actually read 33 for 2 in the 5th over when I think it was Darren Bravo who came in and joined Colin Munro. And from there on, Colin Munro and Darren Bravo made sure that they were really playing. They were really doing the percentage strokes here, and if it was not Colin Munro, it was Darren Bravo, and both really saw to it that they did not allow. There was no relaxation as they really went about their task in a very good workmanlike manner, and they put up a very good partnership which paved the way for the victory as they took the score from 33 with an 85-run partnership in 9 overs between Colin Munro, who was not out on 57 of 51 balls, 7 fours, but Dan Bravo was a victim of the bowling of Permal, but not before making a hard hit 43 of just 27 deliveries, 2 fours and 4 magnificent sixes. Dane Bravo, the captain of the team, was a victim of the bowling of Rashid Khan. In fact, Ryan Emrit, the captain, actually did a good turn. I mean, one was wondering till the 13th over, one was not seeing Rashid Khan into the picture at all, but he wanted to keep Rashid Khan up his sleeve. But the problem was that Rashid Khan, I thought, got taken for runs yesterday as Darren Bravo was stumped by Ronke, a very good stumping by Ronke, very swift stumping, I thought, of the bowling of Rashid Khan for 11, 4 balls, 1 4, 1 6, but there was nothing to worry about. Colin Munro was a cool as a cucumber, not out on 57. Ramadan was kept giving company, not out on 18 of 12 with 1 4 and 1 6. Game over. Trinbago Knight Riders walking into the finals with this particular victory. Tanvir 4 overs, 1 for 26. Jacobs none for 42 was very costly. 4 overs, he was the weak link, I would sort Jacobs, the Rada Mafi. Rashid Khan 4 overs, 1 for 23. Ryan Emrit bowled 1 for 25, 3. Primus 2 overs, 1 for 16. Permal 1 over, which went for 18 runs with 1 wicket. And the man of the match was Colin Munro. So that is as far as the Caribbean. So Caribbean Premier League, the finals are decided. The finals will be played on Saturday, that's tomorrow, where the Caribbean Premier League finals 2017 will be played between St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, led by Captain Chris Gale, and they would be taking on the Trinbago Knight Riders in the finals of CPL 2017. So that is as far as those two matches are concerned. Now it gives me time to look at some cricket news in a very brief manner. So let's having some looking at cricket news. Well, there's a new Ireland coach. As you know, Ireland's new coach is going to be Ford, who was actually, I would say, coaching Sri Lanka. So he is going to be the new coach of the Irish cricket team. And as you know, Darren Lehman wouldn't be accompanying the Aussie team to the short tour of India. And other than that, some news coming in from Australia, where in the domestic season, Mitchell Marsh has been given the reins to captain Western Australia. Western Australia. So that is these are the news that I wanted to talk about. Well, there's nothing much to really talk about, really, dear fans and friends and subscribers. Hope you all loved this cricket broadcast. But tomorrow, definitely tune in to Cricket Happenings, as I'll be enacting the third day's play between England and West Indies at the Lord's Cricket Ground. And I don't think, I mean, the CPL will not be tomorrow. I will be talking about the CPL on Sunday, as you would know. Well, dear fans and subscribers, always a pleasure to talk on this cricket show and share a few thoughts with you all, with all your great encouragement that you are offering this cricket show, which I really, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for your company and watching Cricket Happenings. This is your host Ram saying good night.